Worried about this game. I've got a lot of respect for Lavelle's team, and they got some high major talent on that team, and I knew they'd come in and play well, which they did, and offensively for us was the name of the game, which is the first time I really have said that. I think we shot the ball extremely well from three. We shot it well, obviously, from the foul line, which was a big difference in the game. We got into the 1-and-1 very early in the game. We were able to get to the foul line in the first half. Thank God we got there because, their zone was effective against us. They're changing. They play a lot of different defenses. They kept us off balance there, but the foul line was a big help for us. And in the second half, I thought we got up 19, playing awfully well, and talking to my team about momentum and the importance of when you're up like that and you have momentum, being able to keep momentum. We miss a box out and we're up 19. They tip it in, we foul. All of a sudden it's 16. We come down, miss a shot. They come down and make a three. It's 13, and all of a sudden our momentum goes on a missed box out, and we want to be able to keep that. If we lose it, we want them to take it from us, not maybe we aid them into allowing that to happen. So, and we give them credit. I mean, they made some plays, they made some shots, we were lucky enough at the end of the game to be able to make some foul shots. I think 8 of 10 coming down the stretch. And they've got some talent. I mean, Abuka was unbelievable. I recruited him at Auburn. He's improved tremendously. The knock on him coming out, and I watched him play about 4 or 5 times in high school recruiting him, was he wasn't a particularly good shooter. Well, he was raining them tonight, and I'll tell you that from deep. And he single-handedly at times kept them in the game with some big ones. And he's athletic. I mean, there's no doubt athletically what he can do, but he's a terrific player, terrific gift for them. Lavelle's done a great job. I mean, he's really upgraded their talent level, and you add Sutton to the mix. Willis really, he wasn't a big factor obviously in the game. Got in foul trouble. A kid from transfer from Oklahoma. I mean, they've got a high level type of team, and there's certainly they got a chance, I think, to win their league this year.
During this win streak, balance on offense, I think anyway, has been key. You get 5 guys in double figures again tonight. Even with Miguel, scoring 25 at career high. Could you just talk about that balance and what that's meant to this win streak?
Well, it's been gigantic, and I said, we can't rely on 2. We got to have 4 at least to score double figures, and then we have Sampson go down again with an ankle injury. I mean, I feel so bad for him. It's always something, with him. He hurts his ankle, same ankle he hurts at Greensboro. So you don't have him out there, and he's one of your best defensive guys. He's your best shot blocker and your energy guy, and it's been frustrating. But Paris, I thought one of his best games, scored, shot the ball from 3. Shamarr made some big shots for us, a big 3 in the second half. Morrow had foul trouble in the first half and really never got going, but second half he did get to the foul line. We got him the ball, went around the basket area, and we got to the foul line. But that balance is nice, and Maurice Kemp continues to get better, and 14 and 14 in this game, and he hasn't made a 3 all year, but you watch him in practice. I mean, sometimes in practice in the drills he'll make 12, 13, 14 in a row, and they're all right there. We might run off the bench, and all of us as a group, and get a technical foul when one goes in, and just run out and just tackle him. But he continues to get better. Again, he can score. Miguel was terrific tonight to get into the foul line, and 15 of 17 from the foul line, career high, and he only had 2 turnovers in 30 minutes of play, and he had a stretch where he looked a little. When he gets tired is when he makes his mistakes, and he tries to do too much, and. At times, he did that a little bit tonight when he gets fatigued, but we had to get him out for a second or 2. Then we got him back in. He was better.
Miguel, obviously, it's kind of a weird scoring night. 15 points from the line is not usually the way to get 25 overall points, but I mean that was kind of the game it was. Did you guys feel like you could have an advantage getting to the line as many times as you did?
No, I just feel like I've been making the right reads, but on another note, I haven't been pushing the ball like I could. And Coach told me I'm making the right reads now. It's just time for me to push the ball and make those too. Because last game, I had a couple turnovers trying to feed Shamarr and them, and Shamarr took them and told me that I had a lane to drive, so I was just being a little more aggressive.
Miguel, this is the second game in a row you guys come out and kind of broke a game open in the second half. I guess what goes on there, and I guess talk about that stretch early in the second half for you guys.
Making the right reads, trusting your teammates. Shamarr is a great shooter. Whenever I see any airspace in between him and his man, I give it to him. I like the confidence going down. When Demo and Mo and them rebounding and we giving the ball on pick and pop situations in the right time, that makes my job a lot easier, and I give them a chance to do what they do.
Shamarr, that was a big three after they cut it. I think it was 5. You hit that three that kind of extended. Could you just talk about how important that shot was to get the win?
I seen Miguel go baseline, and we got this drill we work on. It's called baseline drift, where we see I got to go baseline. You just got to get in his, even for the big man, our coaches tell us to get in their vision to where they can see, and I seen him go baseline, so I just sort of slid over to where he could see me, and my guy left me, I guess, to go help, and he found me.
Shamarr, they're number 11. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but had a big game for them. I guess talk about the challenge of defending him and what you guys as a team tried to do to slow him down.
Defensively, we wanted to, they set a lot of diagonal screens, up screens, back screens, stagger screens. We really wanted to shadow him off the screens in our big show. So we really wanted to just chase him off screens and make him put it on the floor. I feel like he hit some long threes where we didn't really get a good closeout, and he had a lot of space. And he was out there far. He hit some tough shots.
Was there any big difference between the first half and the second half? Did you guys address that at halftime?
Oh, yeah, we did. We showed a little bit more, but the second half, I feel like their guys, they got a little bit more. We didn't get to them as fast enough as we could have, maybe, which is something we can work on. I feel like, some of the shots he took were further out, but for the most part, I feel like we did pretty good.
Central went on an 18-5 run, I think it was, to get back in that game there. You guys have seen teams do that before this year. How much does that experience help you kind of withstand when a team starts charging like that?
It helps a lot. The game with Campbell, and there's a couple other games I can name, but he just told us basketball is a game of runs, and we missed the key box out, and from then on they started hitting some shots. So it's all about leadership with Demo and Austin and the upper level guys like me and Shamarr with stand and run, and then try and find a way to stop it. If that's a free throw or Shamarr hitting the jumper or getting the ball to Mo. It's just basketball's games of runs, but who's going to win is who weathers that run the fastest.